Fine, Ovi.
I didn't say anything.
You laughed.
We're rolling. We're ready.
Okay.
We're ready.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to College Money Habits. Before we start this video, I need you to smash the like button and subscribe to my guy Obi's page, College Money Habits, to get your money right. Is that a good intro?
Yep.
All right, that's one take. One take, Jake. That's it. Alrighty, everybody. This is Kelvin again. I'm a little bit of a familiar face on College Money Habits, and I can officially say that today I am debt-free, and I'm here to share with you. Oh, we were kind of rolling though. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. All right. What's up, everybody? My name is Kelvin. I'm a little bit of a familiar face on College Money Habits, and today I am debt-free. I'm completely free of my student loans, and I'm going to share with you some tips that I use to get out of debt. The first piece of advice is budget. So it's really hard to get out of something like student loan debt if you don't have intentionality. Throwing a little bit of change here and there isn't really going to get you the results that you'd like. So what it took for me to get out of this student loan debt and get out of the hole was I had to set aside a specific amount of money every single month to go directly to my loans. And so what I did was I found out how much I was going to spend on clothes, food, rent, groceries, etc. And then the excess that I had on top of that, I would try to just throw to my loan. Whether you're in student loan debt, whether you're a multimillionaire, I think it's really important to budget. Building a budget gives you an understanding of how much money you're letting go of and how much money that is coming in. When I sat down and I really approached this journey, I was like, okay, I gotta build a budget. I gotta understand how much money that I actually have left over. I gotta understand what the minimum payment on my student loans are and what I can actually afford to pay. And as I was building this budget and going down the line of where I'm allocating my funds, I was like, okay, there's some places I need to scale back a little bit, some places where I can increase, but for the most part, building that budget gave me the breathing room that I needed, because I then knew, hey, I can, rather than making a minimum payment, I might be able to double that or triple that or quadruple that, whatever it is. I just knew that I had the ability to pay off my loans. And once I built that budget, I was able to build a timetable as to when I was going to get out of student loan debt. So building a budget is super huge. It's essential in just money management in general. All right, now tip number 2, find an approach as to how you want to take down these loans. I did a lot of reading. I did a lot of listening to podcasts. And what it came down to for me was I chose an approach called the debt avalanche. So what I did was I had 7 separate loans, right? They were all federal loans that were issued to me over the 4 years of college. And I had an interest rate and then I had a principal for each and every single one, right? So I multiplied the interest rate by the principal. I found out which student loan was accumulating the most interest and I ordered them, and then in that order, I would just knock them off. Of course, there was minimum payments that I had to make on some of the other ones, but I allocated as much money as I could to the one that was accumulating the most interest while also paying off just the minimums on all the rest of them. And once I knock one off, then I continue and just go down the line. A lot of people do the debt snowball approach, which is just knock off the one that just is pretty much the easiest. Like if it's a small loan, knock it off. I think it's really important to have victories and milestones, especially in a process like this that could take a long time. So the debt snowball effect isn't bad. It's not, I mean, mathematically you'll get there a little slower, but that's not really what matters. What matters is you're being intentional about paying off your loans, you're seeing progress, and you're liking the fact that you're getting out of debt. All right, and the last tip that I have to offer is act your wage and not your age. I am 23 years old, just graduated from college. You would think that this is a time of my life where I'm gonna live the high life, the fast life, move out of my mama's crib, kick it with all the homies, have a dope apartment in Seattle. My wage would tell me otherwise. And so living humbly and living within my means is what actually got me out of debt. I took advantage of the fact that, hey, my mom wasn't charging me a whole bunch for rent. Why would I go out of my way to move out and then pay a whole bunch of money towards rent when I could just stay at home for a little bit, keep it low, and then get out of debt sooner? What matters to me is the financial freedom. The freedoms of my life will come after I am free financially. So I really cut back. Being 23 and going out and having a super fruitful and fun life is important, But at the same time, if you can't afford it, you're not going to really be going anywhere, and it's all going to be just instant gratification. So now that I'm out of debt, I now feel more free than I've ever been. I have a whole bunch more mobility. I can go out, I can move out. And so now I don't have that burden of that cloud, which is student debt, over my head.